So I had some horrible chest pain at work and I've come in here because I couldn't tolerate it anymore, and they haven't told me anything that's wrong with me. They're just doing all this crap to me. Like, look at this machine thingy. What is all of this for? Anyway, I'm just waiting for them to tell me what's wrong with me.
Alright, Mrs. Smith, so we're going to be transferring you up to the coronary cardiac unit, okay?
Okay.
And you'll find out a little bit more up there. Knock knock! Hi!
Hello.
You've been transferred to my ward, eh?
Yeah, it looks
Alright. So 48-year-old woman, suspected MI, history of hypertension, chest pain, scheduled for an angioplasty today. Cool. All yours. Awesome. Cheers. Have a good one. Hi. So you've been transferred to our ward, CCU. So it's actually evident from your test that you've had history of hypertension, and as a result of this, you've suffered a myocardial infarction. So the doctor's scheduled for you to have an angioplasty, and so they'll pretty much take you to OT, open up your veins, unclog it, tinker with your ticker, and yeah, I'll give you some meds. The doctor's charted some. Don't worry too much about them. I'll just give them to you, and we'll go from there.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll just go get them.
Okay.
Cool.
No worries.
Knock knock. All right, so I've got the meds the doctor wants me to give you.
Yeah.
Okay, what have we got here? All right, so yep, beautiful. Okay, so the doctor wants me to give you some perindopril.
No worries.
Any questions?
Yeah, what's wrong with me again?
So you pretty much had a heart attack.
A heart attack?
Yeah.
Why would I have had a heart attack? I'm only young.
Look, lifestyle, hereditary factors, diet, you know, you have an angioplasty
So
today.
what's that then?
So angioplasty is, we're going to take you into OT and we're going to open you up and we're going to sort of unclog your vein, sort of dilate it, and yeah, maybe that was the cause of your myocardial infarction, bit of atherosclerosis in there, and we'll just bit of plaque, remove it, and open up your arteries again, and hopefully everything should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have a bit more water if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah, so return to work, 2 weeks here, see how we go. If everything goes good, you can be out of here, yeah, a week or so.
Okay, good. I really need to get back to work. So.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll be back in about half an hour to check up on you, see how those meds are working,
Okay. No
and
worries.
we'll go from there.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you. No, it's okay. Try not to worry. Yeah, I'll be all right. No, the nurse was just saying something about some sort of plasty thing that I have to have today. I don't know. I'm not feeling that well. I'm a bit dizzy and I have a really bad bellyache actually. I'm just gonna buzz the nurse. I'll call you back, okay? All right. Bye.
Mrs. Smith, you buzzed. Mrs. Smith? Oh my God, Mrs. Smith. 75 and 55 blood pressure. Nurse, someone call a doctor. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, someone. Oh my gosh, doctor. Doctor, quick, please. Look, I don't understand. All I've done is give her the meds that you told me to.
So you gave her 4 milligrams of perindopril.
Yeah.
How many tablets did you give her?
I've given her 2 tablets.
You've overdosed her. So I'm going to chart some fluids. I need you to get them for me stat, and I'm going to give her some medication to make her feel better.
Doctor.
Mrs. Smith, how are you feeling?
What's happening?
I'm going to connect some fluids that will make you feel a lot better, okay?
Oh, what happened?
The nurse will come and explain all of that in a minute. I just need to make you feel better.
Okay.
Now, nurse, you've made a medication error. So, as per the policy I've printed off for you right here, open disclosure, you need to go and explain that to your patient.
Yep.
You need to give her an apology, and you need to keep her as calm as possible because this is your registration at stake.
Yep.
If she chooses to take this further, you could end up in court and lose your job. Okay,
I
so
don't
you
wanna
need to
lose
go
my
and
job.
make this right and give her an apology and open disclose.
Oh gosh, I shouldn't have distracted myself with those medications. Jesus. Okay, I'll go on my open disclosure framework. I will go talk and admit everything to the patient. Oh, Mrs. Smith, I don't even know where to begin. I have to say I'm so sorry. I've actually overdosed you. So I know that's a scary word to hear.
It is.
So the good news is you are fine.
Well, I'm not
and-
fine. I'm hooked up to this thing.
I know, and it's not an excuse, so I need to explain myself. As per the policies of open disclosure, in Australia and being a registered nurse, I've printed it out, and doctors informed me I have overdosed you. I've given you 2 tablets instead of 1 tablet
Yeah, I
of
know.
4
I
milligrams.
feel really sick.
I am so sorry. So you can invite your family, we can all have a chat, we can go to a meeting room and I can explain exactly the adverse effects. It was my fault, it was not you. I rushed and I spoke while doing medications. I distracted myself, I shouldn't have done that. And you do have rights in your power where you, if you want, you can take this further.
Yeah.
You have all the power in your hands. I'm at your mercy and I'm very, very sorry. I don't even know where to begin.
Okay guys, we're doing our debrief. We're going to follow the Gibbs model of reflection, which goes through 6 phases: description, feelings, evaluation, analysis, conclusion, and action plan. So the first question, can we explain the details of the event? So pretty much what happened was we had a patient who came in with suspected MI, and our nurse was a little bit neglectful, and which resulted in the patient overdosing. So which therefore required us to implement the open disclosure policy, as Lisa was saying. So Sam, do you want to explain your role in the scenario?
Yeah, so I was the patient, obviously, in the scenario, and I played quite a vulnerable and confused patient because I was quite out of depth. Like, the nurse didn't really explain any of the procedures, she didn't explain what was happening to me, what all the tests were for, so I sort of just played the confused little quiet patient who had no idea what was going on, but that was actually quite easy for me to do because I feel like that's exactly how I would be in the same situation because I'm quite a passive, quiet person. Yeah. So if that was happening to me, I'd definitely portray the exact same feelings.
So to further expand on that, being that vulnerable patient, how do you think that made you feel?
It's quite hard. Like, it makes you feel a bit hopeless. Like, you don't really have any direction. You don't have to stick up for yourself.
You have no empowerment.
Yeah, no empowerment whatsoever. There's no support or reassurance. Like,
which was really demonstrated in the role play.
And in like our scenario, I didn't have any family or anyone present, so I would have just been alone and worried about my work and my family, and
it was pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelming is the word.
Dimini, what about your role?
So I was the doctor who came in after the fact and had to deal with pretty much stabilising Sam after she'd had the overdose. So same thing as the girl, clearly the nurse was distracted at the time of giving it, and she didn't check the charts, which opens up the importance of always following procedure and doing things right.
Yeah, I think the way that you addressed Lisa was really good. Like, it wasn't that imbalance of power. I mean, the knowledge about the open disclosure policy that you addressed to Lisa was good.
Printing it out and handing it to staff, which is, the role of the doctor.
Encouraging the right policy and procedure to be done in the hospital, which I thought was really good. So do you want to talk about your role?
So my role, the RN,
It was the main role.
it was the main role.
Vital.
Pretty much, I had the vital role of showing what not to do.
Yeah.
Pretty much a nurse of many years, just through signs of, like, obviously signs of neglect and poor nursing, care, like I hindered the person-centered care approach on the unit. So I was either overconfident and thought, yeah, everything's fine, you'll be right, I don't need to explain myself. The doctor will come and the surgeon will explain, the anaesthetist will explain, but really, as a nurse, we need to explain and educate the patient. That's so important for in nursing and in a holistic care approach of informing the patient what we're doing prior to doing it, not just saying, I'm going to get your meds.
Yeah, which is what you did.
Which is what I did too. So the whole point of it was to show what RN shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And when we do not do our procedures correct, this is what open disclosure is all about. Admitting my fault of being distracted, not doing my 5 rights at the bedside, or even doing the medication, getting the wrong medication, not checking it.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't even check the patient if the armband, there was no armband. You know, I did everything, well, we portrayed everything on purpose wrong to
I think
prove.
it was a good approach. Actually.
It was. I think it was smart to show, yeah, that wasn't right. The nurse should have done that.
Yeah.
The whole thing of, oops, now you stuffed up, here's open disclosure.
I think when everyone watches this, it will invoke thoughts of, wow, that is really wrong.
Yeah.
This scenario is going to invoke reflection of every nurse, every student out there,
We are clever.
It's going to make you go, oh my God, yes, don't forget, check this, check that, do this, do that. Like, I didn't even see if there were any allergies on this poor patient. So poor Mrs. Smith had, poor Mrs. Smith had the backlash of a lazy RN. But the good thing is, we also did portray the doctor coming in and
Doing the
printing
right
out,
thing.
doing the right thing, and then showed myself actually reflecting as an RN and saying, oh my God, what did I do? Now I have to just inform and say sorry. And that was actually one of the most natural things I've ever done. I felt so remorseful because we are such good nurses, student nurses.
You look really
and
good.
I'm so remorseful because I would just die if that happened to me. It's so easy to do. Hence the open disclosure is so important. The policy is there for a reason.
I think we've kind of answered it, but to kind of further expand, what do you think that we achieved well and not so well? So I know that we did kind of lack de-escalation strategies, although in the video, Lisa does, when Sam gets upset, as Susan, she does say, look, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't know if we should have left the room and let Sam calm down first and then reapproach.
That is one way, but ways of de-escalating in this sense is when I explained myself, I was remorseful, I was empathetic, I said I'm sorry, I did the steps of open disclosure, but I also kept my same tone of voice. You will notice that does not change. My body language is open and calm. I'm keeping eye contact, and I don't get upset when Mrs. Smith got upset. I accepted hers, and I just rebound back off her. Once again, I'm so sorry. And continued. I kept my ground in a way of don't stop, don't get scared when someone gets angry. It's your fault. Continue with the process of open disclosure, which is what I did in the role.
I think you did a good job. We already mentioned the lack of person-centered care, but I think we did convey really well how confusing it can be for a patient when we don't care for our patients the way that we should. As Sam already said, it was very overwhelming and daunting to be a patient in a situation like that.
And it was really, I think it was beneficial that we didn't really have a script. None of us wrote down exactly what
I think they were all natural responses.
And so that did make it much easier. When Lisa's saying all this stuff to me and I've got no idea what she's talking about, it's actually so much easier to react.
It was an honest reaction, which I thought was really good.
But also reflecting on that, we need to remember, as nurses, when we are explaining something to a patient, we can't use this medical mumbo jumbo term, their jargon. We have to dumb it down for them. And in this portrayal, we dumbed it down a lot to the point of not even explaining. So we went the other way on purpose to make Mrs. Smith even more confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then going on things that we could have improved. We weren't very organised before our production.
Yeah, we could have been more organised, but I think the result of our video did turn out very well considering the lack of organisation.
A lot of natural acting.
Yeah, we're naturals. So last question, if we had the opportunity to redo this assessment, what would we change?
We definitely, so we're debriefing a couple of days after we actually did our role play, and we're thinking now that we should have debriefed straight off the bat.
With the raw emotions.
Because we had to really sort of watch our video again and think about what we did, and now it's a bit hard to sort of go back to those emotions of what we were thinking.
Yeah, it would have definitely been a lot easier if we'd done it after we did it. Yeah. All right, that's it. Thank you guys. Thanks.